Hello, Tony.
Hello, it's Adrian C. Moore. What's your morning been like?
If only you knew.
Oh boy. This this cannot be comfortable for an actress to do, is it?
What, Zoom via this way?
Yeah,
Well, you know what? It's great because you can have a whole lot going up top and nothing going on down the bottom. You know what I'm saying?
that's me. You've got me in a nutshell. First of
Me
all,
too.
congratulations on 3 seasons of Pretty Hard Cases. It's a marvelously funny buddy show. It's got angst in it. It's got everything anybody could ever want in a series.
Mm, I think so. I mean, it's been you know, you have the show, right? And then you have the making of the show. And so when you talk to me about that experience, all of that comes into play for me. It comes, from when we started the show in 2020 in the midst of a lockdown, So all these experiences flood my mind in the midst of filming this show that looks like COVID wasn't happening.
Do you enjoy comedy over drama, or is acting acting?
I think, it shows both faces, right? When you think about acting, it's the comedy and the drama. I love them both. I welcome them both, just like you welcome light and darkness.
Yeah, and you can't have one without the other.
You can't. You can't. I think comedy lends itself for drama to really allow people to be vulnerable and to unmask themselves, because comedy sort of it lets your guards down.
Yeah.
And so that allows for the drama then for people to soak it up and for them to recognize themselves, for them to look at the hard things that, or the difficult things that we're talking about in a maybe funny way. So I think they both play well with one another.
Your character Kelly Duff is so deep and so well written, and she's only gotten better as the series
Mm.
has moved on. Do you enjoy all of her? I mean, all of the eccentricity she has, and she's not only funny, but she's just very wise.
Yes, well, that's one of the things I love about working in television in general is that you get to really develop a character. It's constantly evolving and changing, with each episode, with each season, and yeah, every episode, every season, it's a different layer that's unpeeling about her, and it's been a journey, it's been a joy, it's been it's been an experience of a lifetime, that's for sure. To be in a moment in history where I get to play a cop in a time where the world is doesn't look favorably upon them, where there's a lot of fractured relationships, but she still believes in what she is, what she does, and that she's there to serve and protect. And to be able to take a character and tell that story has been an awesome journey.
And it is quite a buddy series as well, because you've got some excellent men
Hmm.
you're playing off of, but the friendship that you have is just so well written.
I have to say, I got super lucky when Meredith McNeil and I met, and we talked about this story. I won't go into it. You can look back on the interviews. I'm sure we talked about it before, about us first meeting, and it was kismet, and that energy, stayed throughout the show, and I can't tell you enough. I mean, that's one of the also the greatest joys of the show is working with so many talented actors in the Canadian community. It was a joy. It was truly a joy. And Meredith, she and I, we always said we wanted to have fun on set. Whatever the day, whatever the circumstances, we would always try to, find the fun and the happy in the moment.
And I think that's a responsibility you have as being, number one and number two on the call sheets, is to set the pace for the
Mhm.
crew and the cast.
Yeah. And we were, and, you know, and again, like I said, I can't think about this filming this show without thinking about the circumstances that we were under, and filming it in a pandemic when everyone's masked up and you can't see everybody, and you're in these zones, and you know, you can't touch anybody. It's just, how do you still create that camaraderie, you
Yeah.
know, with your crew, with your cast? And again, like I said, that's what Meredith and I, we vowed, that we said, you know, it doesn't matter the circumstance, the weather, the masking, the the COVID of it all, folks will come here and have a good time. And so I think we definitely achieved that on our show for sure.
It is such a terrific show, and I'm certainly a fan. I've got a little tear in my eye over. But the other thing that impresses me so much about you is your voice work is so spot on, and you do so well in the animation world.
That's actually where I got my professional start. While I was trying to, find my way in the theater and the TV and the film world, I was a voiceover actor first. And so, you had to learn how to really embody a character very quickly with these animations, because sometimes I was doing the animation even before the character was built. Sometimes I may have gotten a sketch, but a lot of times it was just the voice. And so it was, how can the voice really, create the eyes and the mouth and the nose and the hair and the body of this character. So yeah.
Does does music play a role in developing characters? I mean, do you hear rhythms and
Mhm,
cadences in the characters that you take
mhm.
on?
Absolutely. I mean, I come from a singing background, so music has always been a big influence. I played piano growing up, and even in voiceover acting, you have to learn how to find the ups and downs of the character, because all of that tells the story. So, yeah, music plays a big part of it. It plays a huge part of it. Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it staccato? And how can you give that to the character?
Well, again, our time is so short. I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours, and I have to say goodbye to you. But boy, you are certainly a powerhouse in everything that you do, and I'm so grateful that I had a chance to meet you this morning.
Tony, you are incredible. Thank you so much for supporting the show for so many years. It's folks like you that kept us going. So I thank you truly.